I had to restart the computer. Something wasn't right. Great, great. Yeah, I just restarted it. Why even mess with it at that point? I tried to use the mouse to move the desktop icon. Or the laptop icon. Yeah, I'm just still getting everything set up. And I want to change chairs because I want to change the batteries in this controller and switch chairs. Did you try turning it off and on again? Oh yeah, please. Yeah, we're still in setup phase. You broke the internet.
Again.
Hey Dave, what's up? Chad, what's up? Oh damn, that's rough. Crashing the whole laptop. I'm just getting my setup ready. I did have a backing for that controller. Where did I sit it? There it is. I'm gonna switch chairs. I still have not resolved the work area. I'm gonna do that soon. This chair is much better, yes. But I still have to look over there and look over there. Black screen the whole laptop. Couldn't even get. Ugh, my God. This mouse is all right. I think we're good to go here. I have Grey Garden up. Could you pass me a soda? Oh yeah, well, Bethesda, I guess, is what happened. Back at work. It just works exactly right. Okay. I gotta load my most recent save here. Don't need those. I was taking Grey Garden pics today. I was redoing some of my thumbnails. And I started with my favorite settlements of my own, which Grey Garden, Somerville, those are two of my favorites. I also just dumped soda literally all over me. There was no real reason to do it, but I did it. Well, look here, we're at a brand new settlement. We finished the Slocum's Joe at Starlight, at least that part of the build, until Gigi and I do our little project. Then I'll probably go back to Jamaica Plain, or no, go back to Starlight to build that settlement. Probably going to do a pretty big project there. But here, this is cleared out Jamaica Plain, and as I've mentioned before, I really wanted to do a gunner themed kind of build here, and I don't have anything concrete. Button group select? What do you mean, Dave? Did I say something? So yeah, I wanted to build a... Hey Tango, what's up? Hope you're feeling better today. Hold on a sec. I had my stats here. I mean, we can do a junkyard in the back, but I really want to do, hey Lancer, what's up? I really want to do the gunner prison here out front. But we can do the junkyard out here. I think it'd be cool to do something like that out here. We can push some of these cars into the settlement. That'll be pretty great, actually. And then, but here, yeah, I really want to have like a prison, kind of. And like a courtyard here with like weights and a basketball. So maybe 2 rows of cells on each side. And then back here, I think there, let's see. It says there's 27, but I don't know how many provisioners there are. We won't need 27 sellers here. I'll have to send some of them away. It's not at the max. I think with my charisma, my normal max, just like the normal amount, is 29 on this playthrough. I can, of course, go send some more. And I've been gathering up all the junk and putting it in this other house. And we can go around and get some more junk, too, which I think would be pretty fun. I think I got the small trash can. Yes, this all the settlements were already built. It's just some of them weren't that good, and so they never saw the light of day. Yeah, Chad, that's exactly it. Yeah, check that out. We got... Alright, Dog Meat. I'm gonna send Dog Meat away. I was using him to dupe. Okay, let's send him to... Well, I was gonna send him to Starlight, but I guess that's a full settlement. We can send him to... Sunshine, probably. Yeah, go to Sunshine and hang out with Codsworth. Yeah, we got the 3 waste paper baskets here, which is very exciting, of course. And even though I'm gonna have to sleep, so he'll go away. Let's get it. I don't even have the tools set up or anything, so we'll have to do some boring stuff. Yeah, just got here, got the settlement cleared out. I had an okay build here, you know. It was one of my very first ones. Yeah, the medical gurney would be great. Shoot the rockets off. Okay. From the playground. We I actually wanted these. Well, he's not gonna go, I guess. Dogmeat is refusing to leave, so I guess I'll just tell him to stay somewhere out of the way. I don't even honestly know what that means. Rockets off the spring. I'm not following. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Oh yeah, you're probably right. But I'm just gonna tell him to stay. Come here.
It's making everyone a bit
It's like my real dog.
Is
Let's
this a bad
go.
time for that
Come
talk?
on. Oh, also, I had it on recording mode today. It's not working. The dialogue option isn't coming up.
General?
Weird. Something is bugged.
I don't think we were done.
Hold on a second. Let me get set up real quick and then we can something is really, really buggy. So I'm actually gonna reload the save. Yeah, something was buggy there.
Stock up on supplies while we're here. Another day of
There, it's back.
Hey. Over here. Wait there.
There. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that stuff. That sounds fun. Okay, first off, let's get some tools set up real quick. Day one of the settlement is always a little bit, you know. Oh, hold down A button and LB to make things go up and down. Like, so I hold down A, group select, and then hold down A and LB, and then I go up and down. Or RB, and you can go right and left. So. Yeah, I was talking to someone today in a live stream, telling them about the Schiller and all that, and how much it changes the game for a no mods builder. Trying to pass that knowledge along. All right, let's go get some junk. No problem. No problem. All right. All right, we've got that stuff. Okay. So first off, let's go get 2 paintings. from the house next to the church. Unless I already looted this a long time ago. We can take that back. All right. Okay. You mean the small, we can throw this out there. You mean, hold on a sec. Let me scout around a sec and then we'll go right for it. Okay. Now, you're saying that we can knock this painting off the wall and take it with us? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because I've never done that. Wish that we could take that. What do I knock it off the wall with? Just shoot it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, now we're talking. Those baby buggies are cool too. We can use those. They do they disappear? That would be unfortunate. Because we're on console, we're not going to be, you know. Whoa. Hey, yeah, there's a little blue basket there. We'll get that. And I threw the, what would that do? Using the house to store junk, keep it from disappearing. We can take a bit of time to get junk every time. I wonder where that trash can went that I threw out. Yeah, we can do some of this at the beginning every time. Hey Panda, what's up? Been a while. How you been? Oh yeah. Also, you can hype and like the stream if you want. The hypes do help. It's like an extra thumbs up. We can use those too.
Gotta be honest with you. I feel more comfortable with
Yeah, it might not be any good.
We've got a lot of rebuilding to do from this last
I wouldn't
attack.
expect anything less. Get a bunch of Brits in here, and you have to expect that. Yesterday, I got called some unflattering names by Noodle, and I had to report her for hate speech. Is there anything else in here? Back door. All right. Oh yeah, jackpot. The ghoul dating game. It was funny though, Noodle. It's okay. I actually laughed. I kind of opened myself up for it, and that's all right. All right, we got some junk. Now, let's do one more junk item before we build. You have to have reasons. Yes. What were the reasons again? Why I was like a logic gate? Confusing and slightly frustrating. Yeah, we'll get some chairs. I'm not going to get all 20 chairs right now, but I did want to try this playground thing. Where's the playground? Down by the diner. And then we'll do some building. I do want to take some time every time. We'll get some junk every time. Yeah, there are a lot of folding chairs. But I'm not going to get them all right this second. But this did sound interesting. You were talking about rockets. These rockets. Is this what you meant? Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. First of all, these are awesome, so let's get these back. Will these rockets disappear? Because I brought some weird stuff back, like the traffic lights and stuff like that. And they always disappear. So they will. They want to be with their springs. Well, we just may have to go back and get them. We'll put a junkyard, I think, out here on this side. That'll be like the gunner's point. You know, they'll be scavenging and they'll be running their prison. And I did want to do a lot. I was looking at like Quincy and places like that, and where gunners congregate, and they usually have a lot of barricades and a lot of metal. Yeah. I think that's something we were talking about. The cars won't despawn here, right? Because you know, they're in the same cell. So we'll bring some cars back. But these are definitely some fun items, and there it is. Collecting the flowers always reminds me of Skyrim, because I always collected all of them that I could to make potions. You could make really good potions, and you would make an absolute killing selling that stuff. And we have to think about also how many settlers we actually want in this settlement. Okay, let's think about... Can you take the springs? We can check. I don't really know. I've never done that before. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. All right. So if we turn this into the prison yard, and I want to do a logic gate setup for an alarm system. I was just talking with Vault Dweller on TikTok very briefly about that, because he posted something about logic gates. Okay, let's think about this. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I was thinking cells on both sides here and a courtyard in the middle, which means we'd need some walls and a gate. So let's think about that. What kind of door do we want? I was thinking the wooden one that slides open with the before I rip all these wires out, and then we'll be done. Where is the mayor's house? I don't know which one the mayor's house is. Alright. Hold on a second. So I want two doors. I'm thinking these. So we can start on this side. Okay, we can fit them. It's gonna be pretty scrappy, right? So what kind of floor do we want? Yeah, I know. That makes sense, I just forget. Let's see here. Trying to envision this. So if we, just as a place marker, okay, we can get 3 there. And I guess concrete might make more sense. And we can glitch it over there in the corner. Get the fall tracks out. First, we can just build the whole basic set and then move it over there in the corner. Okay. So, I did want those doors. And I kind of wanted it to be 2 levels high. Should they have windows at the back? Maybe. Okay, that's not normal. Just as a place to start so we can kind of get some ideas. Alright. It's not gonna let us do that. Of course we could just have wooden doors there. Sometimes these things can be so finicky. With the concrete. Well, we'll cover them up. We're gonna cover them up with other stuff. They're gonna be layered with other textures. You see what I mean? Like, we'll put a lot of, like, scrappy wood and stuff over top. And, got a lot of that to do. That did not go to exactly the same. Yeah, we can place some, like, we can use some vault tech stuff. What I really want to use though is stuff from the metal menu here. I noticed with the gunner stuff I scoped, he did get a lot of this kind of thing. I wish they were kind of holier though, you know? Like, the wood, you know, you get better views from outside. Like, that one here, yeah. We can even mix and match all this a little bit once we get it into place. Yeah. Yeah, the gunner stuff tended to have a lot of like metal, barricades, that kind of stuff. So we can dress it up, kind of look like that a little bit. Maybe some wood. And then we can... These doors I thought would look really cool and scrappy, and then we could have lights set up where when we open the doors, we can have, you know, red lights, you know, the green switch to red. Hey, Snickers, what's up? Alright, so something like this for starters. Let's make a second level. And kind of do the same thing up there. Yeah, we a small one. I thought it would be cool to put some cells on each side and have like a prison yard and some you know you know, like they always have like weight benches and that kind of thing, and a basketball court and so, and then we're gonna have a junkyard on out here, and we already started gathering some junk. We're gonna get some junk each time, so we'll have some directions from our junk experts here, Lancer and Tango, who know where all the good stuff is. And then that'll be pretty cool, and then it'll be cool to have it on video too. Like, I'm sure it exists elsewhere, but you know, for us, I guess. Wish that I could get that up there. You can put these on the inside too, which I think looks pretty cool. We'll do a lot of layering here, I think, with these pieces. Oh yeah, it's awesome. You can put them on both sides. That's the best thing about concrete, I think, is the fact that you can snap other pieces onto them. Like even that has a cool texture. Okay. Hey Brian, what's up? Sco Ducks. All right, so yeah. Yeah, the doors. Get the doors. And so we want these to open, and we want an alarm system. So we'll work on all that. But first, let's get at least one thing built. And then we can... I don't even think I have a generator here. Nope. So we're gonna need a second level and all that too. I really love the concrete stairs with the blue. I really dig the way they look. Okay, let's get some power. And do some experimenting here. And I think that actually... Oh, I didn't set up fireworks either. Okay, let's get our power. And make it daytime in that order. Okay, so we get a pit generator. We'll put this over here. And then we will make it daytime. Set up our fireworks. All the stuff to do brand new settlement. Alright, we need fireworks. And it also means that I need... This one has 4 glass and the other one is 6 glass, so... Spam the fireworks! Why do I have the wrong hat on? What is the hat? Oh man, what is the hat called that we got in Vault 81? With the charisma?
I'm sorry, what?
The hat that we got in Vault 81 from the vendor that has all the charisma. What is that called? Bathtub wheelbarrow, that is cool. Somebody's... Does anybody know what the hat you get from the Vault 81 vendor is called? They have me... I like to wear that. The Dapper Gentleman. Yes, that's it. I know I have... There it is. I'm accidentally wearing some stupid helmet. There. The charisma outfit. Okay. Bathtub wheelbarrow is cool. We can talk about that. Yeah, Snicker, the Dapper Gent, exactly. Fireworks, yes. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. The bathtub wheelbarrow. I sure would like to. Hey, Chris, what's up? Yeah, man, get some sleep. The video will be up. Thanks for stopping in, though. I went past the clear weather show. Alright, we got our fireworks set up now. Let's glitch one of these. Okay, how do we want to do that? Hasta la mañana. Tenga una buena noche. Close enough. Night Panda, take it easy. Nope, that's definitely not the way that I wanted it. What I need is a switch. Okay. Let's wire up a switch. Okay, that will be our switch. Put my door back. Alright, so now we can do another glitch. And this will be our switch for this set of doors. All right. I don't mind having the exposed wires here. No, I don't want that. Okay, now we have one switch for all the prison doors. And we can use a logic gate to make a nice green light when those are closed, and red maybe when they're open, if that makes sense. I think they're looking pretty good and scrappy already. So let's scrap it up inside a little bit. If it'll let us. Not with that. Well, it wants to let us double up on those. Maybe that's not what I wanted to. I'll have to pillar glitch some. But anyway, that I think that looks pretty cool with the gosh, talking real hard. Layered metal. It's a good thing I get paid to talk for a living, right? Alright. It's not letting me now. It's not important. I still like the way it looks. Let's get this fella into the corner. See what it looks like. Maybe the fence coming through is kind of cool. The stone fence. It's gonna. Some debris also won't hurt. Just have a little bit of it. Just in the corners of the cells. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I really like that actually. We can angle that a little bit better. I kind of liked. Oh yeah. Yeah. Some debris, got the rocks coming through there. I think that's a winner. It's pretty straight. I like it, except for that. I love the security fencing, but it's not the right. It isn't the right piece. Maybe that is. We'll try it out. All right. I like that, and we close our doors. Yeah. What do you think? I like the way. What do you mean, Noodle? The not to show off the existing walls? Right, Snickers, can't even clean up. I like that poking through. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I do too. And maybe we can get this brick over here to carry through. That'd be cool as well. So maybe we can go ahead and build that. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Wi-Fi glitch this and move it. Alright. Alright, get this fireworks out of the way. Wait, what was it? Lancer, what was the last thing I saw you posted? I'm blinking now. Whatever it was awesome, but my mind blanks a little bit when I'm doing this. It's like you're extreme multitasking. Alright, let's do the same thing, really. Alright. We can mix up the maybe mesh over here. Australian Ninja Warrior? I haven't caught that one. That is behaving strangely. Well, that does not want to let me sink that into the ground. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. Haven't finished the structure yet. Alright, let's put some wall metal around here. These would be cool on the outside. Yeah, and I moved this too soon. Whoa, don't want that. These might be cool back on this side. It is behaving very strangely over here by this wall. So gonna have to move this. Yeah, it is. Doesn't it have like really weird collision? And also, these don't want to snap for some reason. Which is also odd, but... Well, we'll take what Bethesda gives us, right? Extreme obstacle course. Isn't that what Bethesda runs us through every time we build? Alright, I got these corner pieces. That's the challenge, right? To make concrete look interesting. Which I think we were doing. We could sink some concrete rails into some of this stuff as well. Like I did in Covenant. Yeah, it'll let you double them up. I could have put them on the outside or the inside. Yeah. Ghouls see their dinner. It's like going to the supermarket. Okay, so this side is the south side. So we'll call this the south cell block. So we can label our switches. Always label your switches. Well, if you're like me and you have a absolute ton of them. The lobster tank, like the one at Far Harbor, with the Mirelurk in it. It's a little grim. Okay, that's our south gate switch. Now we need north gate switch. I notice. Yeah, lots of lobster here in Maine. So yeah, we have a lot of those around. No, it's not any cheaper. That's not for us, it's for the rich people that come here to stay at Far Harbor. That's probably an hour and a half from here, probably Bar Harbor. Maybe 2 hours. Bahaba. So we have our north gate switch. Now we will try to Wi-Fi glitch that. We can have a master switch for both of these. That's not gonna work. Yeah. I hate that. Sometimes it just cannot get the dumb generator to Wi-Fi glitch. Well, I don't want to do that anyway. I want the switch to go. What am I even thinking? There. Finally. Self-storage. It's Minutemen self-storage, because that's what they're going to be putting in these gauges. Yeah, they scream. The lobster scream. If you think about it, all energy consumption, whether it's of living beings or dead beings, comes at cost. Okay, we have... I should have made a master switch. That's probably what I'll do, though. And then re-glitch these. So might as well do it. I can use this as a master switch. I'd have to make a new one and then re-glitch it because they're already glitched. But that's the way that we'll want to do it. We'll want a master switch. So yeah, let's do those over. Okay, so we have a master switch, and then we also have a switch just for one side, and we'll redo that one there. Let's relabel these. This was the south one, yes. And master or main. Hey Barb, what's up? Hey, yeah, I saw you were live at the same time. I hope you're selling lots of comics. Now we have the new north switch here. All right, we'll test it out. Let me label that north switch. Okay, so we have a main switch. That can shut off. Huh. So that north one. Oh, you can't. Damn, you can't Wi-Fi glitch one of these to two different things. I forgot about that. I would have to use a logic gate for that. Alright, let's take a quick look at the logic gates. Okay, and logic gate. So I have to think about this. I want. Okay, I'm gonna have to think this one through. So for right now, we're just going to have a wired switch. I'm gonna need to do think my logic gates through, and I don't feel like doing it now. So we're just gonna have a wired switch for now. I want to. I definitely am going to have to think my logic gates through. Not just for these switches, but the alarms as well. I think I want to use an XOR. To this. Maybe. You know what I could do? Okay, I'll think that through. But for now, what we do have is a wired switch. And that is still not doing what I want. Let's get rid of this. For the 5th time. Okay. I'll do this again. Okay, test it again. I think one of these is getting power. I got power to one of my doors by accident. Because it's not making any sense. I think it's bugged, like I got something mixed up. So let's just do this real quick. Yeah, when I hook that up to one of these doors, it should not power the switch from the doors. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna actually just replace all these doors because something got glitched. I've had this happen before. Alright. And we got a crash. All right, let me fire it back up. Sometimes after I get a crash, Fallout does not want to start back up again. Yeah, you're right, Tango, I did. And my game froze. A lot of times it is. So let me wait like 10 seconds here before I fire the game back up. Sorry, everybody. Anytime I scrap an old settlement and there's a bunch of Wi-Fi glitch stuff, I get tons and tons of crashes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the Xbox. Sorry, everybody. We'll get it booted back up here in a sec. It's just part of doing Fallout, right? Everybody watching has seen this before. I've got to restart because yeah, sometimes when Fallout crashes, I can't get it to start back up without rebooting the entire Xbox. And this is very bad. It's just keeps freezing on startup now. It's absolutely the worst time for this. I'll have to leave it off for here and do another hard restart. So did everybody enjoy the last episode of the TV show? We watched it a couple times to get all the details because it had a lot of Fallout New Vegas references. Yeah, the Kaisar's Legion and all that was a part of the original, the New Vegas faction. So you had to choose between Fallout New Vegas, Kaisar's Legion, and the House, Dr. House. Dr. House and the Yes Men and okay, no spoilers, yeah. Well, I don't know that it's even gonna work. I turned it down. All right, we're in. Whew. I guess I'm not deleting those doors right now. I will do that off screen. Yeah, I must have accidentally Wi-Fi glitched one of those doors rather than the switch. And then I deleted that door and here we go. But thanks for bearing with me there. We are back in and I will do all of that off screen. But let's go ahead and move this back into the corner. Gosh, I'm so happy everybody was so patient. That's very kind, actually. I guess everybody is like, oh yeah, I play those games too. But I will definitely fix that switch off screen. Maybe I just got a little bit ambitious. I do owe you big time. What is it gonna cost me? That's why you have friends in your stream instead of, you know, how would you say it? Viewers or customers or something. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. All right, I think we can put that there. Oh, okay, Lancer. We'll take it easy, though. Hope you have a good doctor's appointment, on a very uneventful doctor's appointment. No, it does not like it, does it, Tango? They're stuck there and they just get in the way. I think that this is about as good as we're gonna get there for this, but we can try it again. I really wanted to get it a little bit closer to that wall. Even though that may not even be a great idea. Yeah, well, it is a gunner's build. This isn't a luxury hotel. I just can't decide. I do not think they're gonna let me put it any closer to that wall. Oh, there we go. No, not really. I think that that's just where they're gonna live. And I think that's okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Can I delete them? I'll have to pull it back out. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna get closer to that wall anyway, you know? We can try, but I don't think it's gonna let me get closer to that wall anyway. And now I can't put that back in there. Okay, well, let's pull it out. It might make a difference. It actually seems to have made it harder to place it. Oh, also, it's because this is staggered. That's probably why too. I think I had it as close as I'm gonna get it. Yeah, because that building is staggered. That's as close as I'm gonna get it. I kind of like those mesh floors though, and seeing the ground below it. Yeah, it was worth a shot. It was a learning process. I do think I need like one foundation to get it as close to the wall as I want. And there's also the fact that it doesn't actually matter. So, yeah, that's crooked. But I like the way these look. I think they turned out pretty well. That's fine for now. Let me sleep and get it daytime.
People used to live in every one of these houses. Families.
The sun should be up soon. It'd be nice to have the daylight back.
Alright, so we have our... Yeah, something's definitely... One of these is Wi-Fi glitch. So the effect that I want is, you know, obviously that. I just made a mistake. And then I want this main switch. I want a main switch to power both of these switch. You know what I mean? So you can do them one at a time. But when I go off screen, I will fix that. I wonder which one is Wi-Fi glitch though. Because we'd have to get rid of these wires one at a time to see which one it was. Because it clearly is, right? Okay, so we have the prison yard here that took shape. Now I think we probably need outside walls. And probably guard stations. I just can't get that straight, can I? I just got your comment, Noodle, what that meant. I was like, what's that? But then it was Scooby-Doo. Alright, just a little to the right. Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's pretty straight enough. Okay, now we need our second. We need some outside walls. And a second level, so I think these would work pretty well. Well, we'll have to do some fancy snapping here. All right. Well, that's... Maybe we'll try this. All right. There. Although that isn't exactly... Hey Detour, what's up? Sorry I missed your stream today. I did see that. I was otherwise indisposed. It won't let me put that through the wire. Yeah, we're going for a gunner theme here. We're gonna have a junkyard over on the side. Oh man. And a kind of a whole gunner operation. Yeah, okay, so we've got our basic cell setup here in place. We have one switch that works and another one that I don't want to mess with here because we'll get another crash probably. I will fix this here and get rid of the Wi-Fi glitch thing and put it back together so that it works right. And then, so here we have how do we want to do our stairs and how do we want to do this outside gate? Probably pretty solid. We also might want to work with these a little bit. Oh, that actually... Well, that actually is going to probably work for us. Yeah, I mean, let's just take what they give us. Well, I'm always down for some construction, Pete. So I will definitely be checking that out as soon as I can. And I may want to line these up a little bit better. Do we want this to be an open air courtyard or a ceiling? I don't think it needs to be covered. Just over top there, maybe. Like up there. I'll have to do the same trick with the concrete. Mesh ceiling, yeah. That's a good idea. Assuming that it'll let us. Well, I'll have to do the snappy thing again. Prison-y. It's only let me put a floor. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. At least over top of this side, because the center, it's okay, I think, for the center courtyard to be open, because these aren't going to match up because I built them independently, so I would have to move them around to make those snap. Huge conduits. We could... Well, here's where we'll have weights, weightlifting, and basketball, Yeah, I agree. The shadows look cool. All right, this is to stay, I think. Although this is a little bit janky. They have the worst cell. I wonder if that's a roof piece, so these won't go on it. We'll get up there and try to glitch something to even that off. With the okay, we can do that. All right, so we also need stairs. Okay. So something like this, maybe. I don't want that. Alright. That looks pretty good. We probably need some more supports here. Whoa, way off, huh? Let's play a game. It's called Fallout Depth Perception. And does it actually exist, or is it a myth? No, it's not real. Because I can move something 1 inch and then it'll completely change where it actually is. Alright. Right. I do like the great grandpa trick, but it won't work here unless I pillar glitch one. I use that a lot actually. Okay, this looks pretty good. I thought that would snap all the way up, but it does not want to now. Like that, that's what I wanted. Nah, that looks terrible. We'll do something else up there. I might glitch some really tall ones out there, like that are just the right height. Like won't. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why I do what I do sometimes. It's a valid question. Sometimes I get into these modes where I just like the puzzle of the thing that I'm doing. Does that make any sense? Like, I will not let it defeat me. Yeah, we can also, I need my small one here, small pillar. Yeah, I would totally get caught up in something and people be like, there's an easier way to do that. And I'm like, I know. I'm not gonna give up. I need to figure it out. And that was absolutely what you were watching me do. I was like, why are you going through all that? Shh. I need to do it. I mean, yeah, I hate that. I'm gonna do something else. Yes, exactly. The more it doesn't work, the more it needs to be made to work. Yes, that's exactly right. Exactly right. This might be a job for Raider polls. Raider polls are awesome, though. What a great tool. Yeah. We could just do this. I don't like any of this. Not a bit. What was that? It was the sound of a very large cat jumping off of something. Oh, I do want to fix that out there. That looks a lot better anyway. That looks very good with the Raider poles. I'm glad that it didn't work because that looks really good. We must never underestimate or forget about the Raider poles. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're great. Well, Detour, you don't watch enough Tango and Caps. That's why. Who is the fine connoisseur of all things Raider. I want to try to do a little bit of glitching there. Raiders rule. I did do a Raider playthrough. I had some fun with it, but it's just not me. I always do side with the railroad. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get a piece of mesh or something and get another piece up here. We can try to sink through. Let's make another campfire and try to sink through one of these floors and get it into place up there. All right. Yeah, he does. I did like the little treasure chest thing that you put in the settlements. There's always a ton of good crap in there. The tribute chest, yes. That was pretty cool. I liked that. What's everybody's favorite faction besides Tango? This is annoying me. There. Railroad. That's just probably what I do in real life. Oh, I selected all of the... I've got to move that. I selected all of the pillories. Hey, Awesome, what's up? Man, it's not gonna let me sink it all the way down, but oh well. It's gonna be alright. With the gunners, you can be a little loosey-goosey here with construction. Nobody's gonna notice. Oh hey, my rug is stuck in there. Yeah, that rug is stuck in there forever now. That's what she said. Oh, did that reach? Yeah, it's gonna reach. Um, also, I don't like this. I think I'm gonna put a piece there. Yeah. You should be able to command the raiders more. What is it with my campfires and these rugs? Anybody know why it does that with the rug sometimes? When I try to put the campfire on it, it just won't take it away. It just does that to me sometimes. Bad rug. Put it on the curb, you say? Alright, I finally got it to work, but I'll remember that. You ever get lost in your own settlement? I'm like, where am I going? Well, that is anticlimactic. Huh. Probably have to get rid of the raider poles. We'll come back for you, I promise. Hey Duchess, what's up? Alright, that was the raider pole. I'll have to get rid of that one too. Thanks to everybody who stopped by my Covenant build and left hype. I appreciate that. I wanted to send a thanks out for that. That was cool. It does help with the impressions, absolutely. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll have them everywhere. Just pillars everywhere. I don't care if that's uneven. It's a gunner build. Like in Vault 88, I have like shillers everywhere, and campfires and ashtrays and hey 47575, welcome to the chat. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, our goal here is to do a bit of a gunner's build. What we have planned is to make a junkyard out here, kind of like a salvaging operation for the gunners. And we're going to go around the area, and we're going to collect cool, random, rare items, which we started to do. So at the beginning, we'll go around and get a few every time. So we've got a few in here ready to go for decoration. So we're going to have like scavenging operation over there. And then they'll have a prison over here. And I've got some prisoners lined up. I've got Preston Garvey and Duncan and McCready over here. Somewhere there's Deacon. There's Preston. I might go get a couple more. Where is McCready? There he is.
We stand to make a whole lot of money.
So yeah, we're gonna have some prisoners in here. We may have to stage a prison break. And I haven't done this side because I'm gonna have to find. I was Wi-Fi glitching earlier and I accidentally Wi-Fi glitched one of these, and if I delete it now, the game will crash, which has already happened. So I'm gonna fix that off screen, so that's why I'm not working on this side today. We'll come back for that. Alright, before I move on, I'll be right back. I just need 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. What were we talking about here? Oh, 2010. Thanks, Tango. Yeah, I double owe you now. I owed them all for... Yeah, I know. What a character. Can't trust this guy. Huh. Okay, well, Lindsay and I are going to come over to the UK. And maybe we'll see y'all. Oh, Duchess. Oh, I just had that. Me and Lindsay both, we had that for a month. Tango's got it now. Oh, geez, it kicked our butts, honestly. It just would not stop. And I still have congestion from it, and it's been a month. All right. It just will not go away. Oh no, it almost feels like COVID, which we've both had, and that was the worst. Okay, so we do need some light out here. Yeah, we're gonna pass it on. Oh, Noodle, you were on the train with the sick people, too. Oh, wait a second. I actually want this in here. Just a single crappy yellow bulb. Oh man, that's just awful. That is not what I wanted. This. What is that even connected to? It's connected to the air. Alright, getting our lighting. Oh, what in the world? Alright, did we get all the yellows? Yeah, we got all the yellow. Okay. So everybody's got a dull yellow light. These cells are pretty bleak. Do we need something gone across here? Probably not. Let's look at it from the outside. Yeah, the trash actually added to the build. Yeah, I want to add some cladding to the concrete, other pieces of concrete, so let's do that. Oh. Group bug. We may have missed the boat on that one. For these bottom ones. Because we are already built, I'd have to remove some pieces. And I don't want to... Oh. Well, I got it to turn green for a minute. Let's see. And we can glitch some if we want, if we are inclined. Yeah, right, hazmat suit. Keep them in the inventory. Assless chaps. That's the joke that'll never die. It just can't. We named the stores at Vault 88 last night. Oh no, that's bad news. The fever, yeah, that's just... I'm sorry to hear it. Oh. I would say get some cough suppressant and some expectorant. That is what got me through. Yeah, it feels a lot like being drunk. Not that I would know anything about that. Not that I have done that hundreds of times. In my past, not now. Alright, so... You posted your own? You're a real boy now. Clever chap, a clever assless chap, dare we say? Yeah, it's awesome. It's on my list too. Looks like we're gonna have to store some guns here in a bit. Wow. That's turning out pretty well. I like it. I would string up the lights here, but I'm gonna have to tear this apart. We can still do it though. Oh, so all the lights will go off. Yep, that's cool. So the lights go off and the doors close. It's lights out, prisoners. Thanks, Duchess. I would do the same over here, but I've got a glitching problem going on. Although all I have to do is remove the wires. But I could still place the lights. We have to decide also... Oh, I have to do the same crap over here. we've got some characters out there in the Commonwealth. We have Wasteland Roofing. We have Edward and his Yelp reviews, and that stuff is hilarious. I'm gonna watch. Actually, he has one out. I've got to watch that. I love those. Edward, what is his name? Gaming with Edward, or Gosh Noodle? Do I have that right? Game time. Anyway, it's very funny. He does like fake Yelp reviews. Man, that's funny stuff right there. How do I have this over here? 2, 3, and then 1 piece. Playtime with Edward, yeah. That's funny. So we've got Edward and his Yelp reviews. We've got Pete, Construction Pete. I was gonna say Butcher Pete from Fallout 3, and Wasteland Roofing. Oh yeah, I always think of it as Fallout 3 though, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Alright, let's fix this roof. We need to get Construction Pete in here and Wasteland Roofing and get them on the job here to fix my roof. That's his cousin. He's whacking and whacking and whacking. And let me tell you folks, that song is not about killing people. He's gonna chop that meat, yep. Yeah, Duchess. Detour does Construction Pete. Edward is on his own channel, and Dave the Legend does Wasteland Roofing. At least I think that's what it's going to be called. I saw the poll earlier. So you guys can check those out. We've got some real characters out there in the wasteland. I'm actually going to watch some of that tonight. I usually watch some videos when I get to bed. That's kind of like my nightly routine. We usually watch something on the streaming, and then I watch some videos. And tonight I'm going to watch Edward. I'm going to watch Detour. Oh, I gotta finish Great Grandpa's. I'm about 2/3 through that. That's what I was working on last night when I got tired. So those are the 3 I'll watch tonight. The finale of the mech, yeah, it's awesome. It's just bonkers. But I would expect no less, you know. I would expect no less. Non-building videos, what's that? Like, what would you watch? This is fighting me. It's fighting me. It's not going to let me sink it all the way down, and I don't care. That's going to work. Oh, I'm going to lose my... Oh! I'm going to try to get my rug this time. I did it again. Let's see how many times I will do that before I over under on 5. There. How many campfires will I make today? I used to love the History Channel until like they just had ancient aliens on every night. Because that is not history. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's not history. It doesn't have anything to do with history. It's not real. Detour, don't say that too fast. Awesome, I bet. Yeah, that's just like... Because human beings are pretty creative. I totally believe that actual people built the pyramids. Hey, when you have tens of thousands of slaves at your disposal, you can build anything. Millions, maybe. I don't know how many they had. Someone did build a pyramid. It was Addicted to Jet. He's a modded builder. I watch his stuff. Wait a second. I didn't put the campfire up there. Right, Tango? Yeah, the Aztecs were some bad mofos. All of them, but mostly. They were the hegemonic cultural force in Central America. It's called a mat, not a rug. Nope. I can't. I'll have to fix it because I don't want to remove that wire. It might do the Wi-Fi crashed. Alright, let's add a couple poles. Oh, that's cool, awesome to see the... Anybody else see pyramids in real life? That sounds cool. Wow, time just flies. I think we have some more in here. Oh, I know what we need. We need railings. We need railings. I almost want to do like conduit all the way across. Well, to like here. Just one long conduit post. Let's do it. Yeah, that's totally cool. Alright, I want to make a conduit rail. Probably... It's going to be more than 3, so I'll need a small one at the end. Okay. See if we have the right height. Nope. Yeah. Now they're all gonna be in my way because they're dumb. At least I didn't group select. Yeah. At least I didn't group select the whole settlement and all my items crashed to the ground. Ask me how I know that happens. Alright, I need to be a little to the side. Yeah. At least we know the railing's a good height because the provisioner had the kindness to stand there and pose for me. I thought I had the right length. Well, guess we should save it. What, select all my whole settlement? Yeah. I mean, I have done it, and I've had to reload a save because all your stuff will fall down. Your clutter. Night Duchess, hope you feel well soon. That's rough stuff. This is totally... I thought I had the right length. This is tough to see. What do we think of that? Besides that it isn't far enough. I can glitch one small piece. Or just put another pole or something. There. Whoa. Why aren't those going to the ground? Alright, I think that works pretty well. I want to put one here, I think. Thanks, Noodle. That probably took a lot more effort than it should have. Let's put one there. Yeah, I like it. I like the way that it is turning out. Let's get a hard save, shall we? Alright, let's put another one of these up here, kind of start shaping this stuff. Since we're probably getting closer to the stopping point. Although I'm feeling pretty good. I'm having a blast. I hate stopping them, but got to sometime. Yeah, we're actually going to do some Fallout 76 builds this year. We're gonna get 76 out and try some. I had played it before. Before all the changes, before all the updates. I've not seen it in a long time, so I don't even know what 76 looks like these days. Except for what I see people streaming. But, I mean, I haven't played it. I was watching this 76 builder, only SI 91, something like that. Really cool, like, modern sort of builds. And I was making me want to try it again, but we're gonna play together. So, I don't know if anyone's playing 76 these days, and you want to jump on with us, I mean, feel free. Maybe we'll stream our 76 play. Oh well, that's gonna work. We have to do a couple things. We have to store some guns and make it daylight. What is the cat doing? That is a clumsy fat cat. I'm used to that Vault 88 and Starlight build limits. And I looked up and like, oh, I already got it down. I know, Awesome, I was just thinking that because I've been playing at the larger settlements.
Run by ghouls? Isn't that something? Walked 100 miles. I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end.
Yeah, I want to put one here. We're probably gearing up the stop here in a little bit, but I want to finish this railing. Okay. See ya, Detour. Thanks. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did made a list of the settlements. Or should we say goodnight, Construction Pete? Oh, I had the wrong pillar. There, nice railings. They actually work. We need to have some really crappy beds. The neighbors. Yeah. I just build right through it. If my settlers can't take care of it, then they're even more useless than I thought. Let's see who they're fighting. I don't want to use my explosive rifle. legendary. Exterminating Gatling laser. That's a cool looking weapon. Whoa, that's rude. Okay, nobody died.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
I got turned around. There's our prison from the outside. Yeah, now that your legs are broken. Well, I don't even... Got some strangely dressed settlers here. We need some prison doors or something there. This is not very strong. The junk gate, maybe? I don't know that anything else would do the trick. Maybe something like double doors like this? Yeah, back to the pillory. A draw gate? I don't know. I lost track of which way I had that. Okay, yes. So I can line that up better. The big vault door, that'd be cool. I don't think it would fit. I would say that that is a cool idea, though. We can look at it. If I remember where it is. must be somewhere else. Door section? Okay. Gotcha. I don't know that we have room. Do we? Oh, this might be epic. Yeah, I do believe that we're gonna keep that. I can line it up better. That's great idea. Nice one. If I can get it lined up better. Or I can just fill those pieces in. Why won't it angle? I don't know. I can tempt fate. Oh, it's snapping to something. Yeah, guard post on top. Okay, well this is definitely staying because awesome idea, snickerdoodles, yes. Let's see if I can glitch it better, glitch it into place better. Yes. Yeah, this is completely awesome. If we can get it in there better. Or it may have just been the best place it's gonna be. We'll find out. Ah! Guard post at the corner. Yes. Guard post for sure. I know it doesn't matter, Tango, you're right, but this is one of those things. I just want it to not have such a big, stupid gap. Yeah, whatever. I think we're just gonna live with it. Brahmin? I don't think so. I think it's something else. But you're right about not having to be perfect. I mean, who cares, really? Let's just put it there. Take the win. Watch it not work now. I don't know. You might be right. It might be the Brahmin. Let's get rid of it. Should I just kill it? I'm just kidding. Stupid thing. Okay. It's always like you gotta do one thing to do another thing to do another thing to do another thing. Oh, that's one of the invisible ones. Let's see if I can group select. There. Brahmin can come and hang out over here. Okay. Now we can try again. To glitch it in there. Let's save it real quick. Stare at their butts. Yeah, I bet you it was a Brahmin, but let's see if we can get this in there. Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, why is that gap there? I'm gonna try again. One more time. Or 10 more times, whichever. I think I may have gotten it. Yes. Got it. It's the most secure gunner installation in the Commonwealth. Yeah, it's awesome. And guard post up there. Oh yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Yeah, Tango. That makes perfect sense. Alright. So I think we'll just use the straight out green these. Oh gosh, it's not gonna let me. I'm gonna have to glitch them. No, not from this side. Oh, we can't place anything there. We're gonna have to... Oh gosh. We're gonna have to get creative. I think to have two, maybe three of these across there. Okay, well let's try a couple things. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Let's try a couple things. Since I just can't stop playing Fallout. A few sandwiches. I could have a sandwich. Sandbags. Yeah, you're right. Sandbags would be great. Sandwiches honestly would also be great. Now what I want to do is to get those up top. So do we have to come from the side here? Yes. And that looks to be pretty tall. We may have to double up. Sandwiches. I mean, I was all about it. I'm like, yeah, man, I hear you. Yeah, that's right. Gotta keep up the fuel. Alright, let's see if we can do this. This might not be high enough. It should be. The question is how many times will I fall off of this? What do you think? Did we get it? Is it hanging off the edge over there? Well, it's not going to let us do it. It's going to decide for us. I may have to shorten that. It's hanging off too much. I don't like it. But the idea is good. I want to shorten this by about this much. Okay. We can do this. Yeah, I could do that, Tango. But I don't know if I have a lot of glitching room out here. I don't know. Okay, I'm sold. We can take it back over here, make some room. Yeah. All right, so... But yeah, I am close to stopping anyway, but now that we know that we can do it, we'll pick that up next time. We'll get some turrets on this. We'll get the barricade where we want it. Let's get the barricades at least. Just because I'm curious. We'll put sandbags, we'll put the barricades, and we'll put turrets up on top of there. Actually, it might be better over here. Barbed wire, excellent. Oh gosh. See, I really want to do it now because it's going to be awesome. But also, it's good material for tomorrow. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I had to test it out. I want this workspace, so I'm gonna move these anyway. We're gonna want this space, so we're gonna do okay, we're gonna do sandbags, barbed wire, barricades, and turrets. That's what we're gonna put on top of it. But we do need to clear this workspace, so we don't group select all these settlers. Just move them up. I know, Snickers, it's just the way it is. I just can't stop. Okay. I think we have a good workspace here. Let's see group select again. Just one more thing is right. Plus is an amazing idea, and I'm super jazzed about it. We got move this over here. Let's do the barricades. All right, Noodle, good night. Sandwich sounds good, but yeah, I honestly am gonna stop soon. Lindsay's laughing. I'll clean it up tomorrow. Or something like that. When I do the Wi-Fi glitching, I'll clean up all that stuff. Or when I replace the walls in the Wi-Fi glitch thing problem. When I do that, I will fix the clean up everything too. I'll get that ready. And then tomorrow will come and everyone will be like, I thought you said you're gonna clean all that up. Wait. I wonder. Damn it. Yeah, so we'll get barbed wire, we'll get sandbags, barbed wire, turrets. What was the other thing? Is there another thing? Barricades. I still made these too long. Let me measure it. I don't know, it might be alright. But I need it to be taller. Sandwiches. That was it. Where's my... other Schiller? All right. So I think those look cool up there. They don't have to be straight. And then we'll do sandbags, barbed wire. It'll look awesome. But this is actually where I'm gonna leave off. So thanks everybody. It was a hell of a marathon, and thanks for sticking with me through the crash. That was also not very fun. So we'll pick up here and we'll finish our door, get that in place. Actually, will it... Making sure it would group select. Okay. Yep. So we're actually gonna go. Thanks everybody. Have a great night all. You're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, awesome. The stream stayed up because it's OBS. So, I mean, everybody just watched me reload Fallout like 5 times. So, bye everyone.